my name's Jean and I open my garden every year with Scotland's Garden Scheme to raise money for charity. Winter's a time when the garden can be quite dull if we let it, but I want to share with you some planting ideas that will bring welcome colour to a winter garden. Some plants only flower during the winter months, and as it's much colder then, any flowers that you do get tend to last much longer. You won't get the glorious swathes of bright colours that are so abundant in summer, but the winter flowers bring something very precious to brighten up the dark days of winter. And of course it's not just flowers that give us winter colour. Some plants have got brightly coloured stems that are only visible once the leaves have died. And evergreen plants with variegated leaves can help to brighten up a dark corner. I'm going to show you some of these plants growing in my garden in January. One of my favourite winter flowering plants is the winter jasmine. It's a very resilient little shrub that you can train up a wall or fence. And it almost sparkles with little bright yellow flowers all the way through from October or November to March. Another yellow flowering shrub that's well worth having in your garden is the Mahonia. The variety that's best suited to here in Scotland is Mahonia Charity. Flowering from November through to February, it has the added attraction of a beautiful scent. I do love these beautiful Hellebore flowers which flower through the darkest, coldest winter days. They seem totally unfazed by anything the weather can throw at them and flower from January right through to late spring. If you remember to keep removing the dead leaves, the flowers will be seen to better advantage. Winter pansies, planted in autumn, should give a beautiful display right through the winter, despite anything the weather can throw at them. You plant them between mid-September and mid-October. Any earlier than that, and they've finished their best flowering before the winter. Any later, and they haven't settled in well enough. These were planted in late September and will continue to look as glorious as this well into May and beyond. However, it's not just flowers that give us welcome winter colour. An absolute must in my garden is the dogwood or Cornus. They come in reds, purples, light greens, but my favourite variety is the one you see here, Midwinter Fire. All young branches glow with a golden pink luminosity. Because it's the new wood that carries the best colour, the shrub needs cutting down to near the ground as soon as the leaves start to sprout in the spring, giving it the best chance to put on plenty of new growth for next year's display. How low you cut it depends on the height of the foliage of its surrounding plants in the spring. Mine, surrounded by alliums and other herbaceous plants, can only be cut back to about 30 centimetres above ground, otherwise they get swamped by the other foliage and don't get a chance to grow well. Careful choice of foliage colour on evergreen shrubs can help to brighten up the darker winter days too. These very hardy little Euonymous shrubs, emerald Gaiety and green and gold, will lighten up any dark corner, as will a variegated holly like this, or a variegated Pieris. None of these plants are difficult to grow, even up here in Scotland, and I think they all merit a place in our gardens. Happy planting!